up, Big Bear Nation? Welcome back to the homestead. Well, if you've been following along with us this summer, you know that we haven't really had a chance to plant a spring or summer garden. But we did manage to get a couple of plants in, and one of those was jalapeno peppers. We had an abundance of them that we rescued from our local feed and seed. So some of them look like they would be okay, some of them look like they would die. But once we got them all into the dirt, they all thrived. So all summer we've been jalapeno peppering everything we have. We've done poppers, we've done salsa, we've put them on pork chops, we've done them with everything. So we're just about all peppered out, if that's even a possibility. So I picked some of these peppers, and today we're going to try and make some jalapeno pepper powder. Try saying that 5 times fast.
Jalapeno pepper powder, jalapeno pepper powder, jalapeno pepper powder, jalapeno pepper powder. Amazing. Jalapeno pepper powder, jalapeno pepper powder.
Okay, so the first step after you've harvested your peppers is to go ahead and cut the tops off, cut them into halves, and then scoop out all of the seeds. Now, I know what you're thinking. If I take out all the seeds, isn't that going to make it a little less spicy? Well, yes, but not really, because remember, we're going to be putting these in the dehydrator, so it's going to concentrate what spice there is in the peppers. And as homesteaders, we like to save seeds, right? Seeds don't do very well when you're trying to crush them and turn them into powder. So we might as well take those out, save them for next year. So after you've got them halved like this, we're going to go ahead and put them in the dehydrator. Now, I'm sure you've noticed I'm outside of my house. Why is that? Well, let me tell you a story. When we first started homesteading, our very first garden, our very first jalapeno, I got super excited. And I was going to cook something with jalapenos. So I cut it up, took the seeds out, I even knew that part, and then I put it in the frying pan. So a few minutes later, Jason comes in and he's like, "Did you spray something? Is there something, like, why is it, my eyes are watering?" And he looks over, and all of the juices from the jalapeno have turned into a steam, which has then been sucked up into the air condition return and is being dispersed all over the house. So I essentially made pepper spray. So today I didn't want to take the chance, even though I've heard people say that it's not really a big thing with the dehydrator. I don't want to make more pepper spray in my house, because we literally had to leave our house with the doors open, and we lived in a not so great part of town for hours. We went out to eat, left the doors wide open. Nobody ever came in our house. So we're going to go ahead and dehydrate these outside. Basically, just take them, lie them flat on the dehydrator trays. We're going to turn it on to 125, which is the setting for vegetables, and then we'll come back and check it in a couple of hours. With these jalapenos, as you can see, I've got green ones, and they are not as spicy as if you let them mature all the way till they're like red. The reason I'm doing that is because I'm not sure how hot this is going to get, and I have some people in the house who are not as crazy about spicy as some of us. So we're going to do it with just the green peppers first, see how spicy it gets, and then we're leaving some of them on the plant for later to see if they'll mature to the red, and we'll do this again and see how spicy it gets that way. Okay, so we waited the full 24 hours, and the peppers were still they still had a little bit of moisture in them out of the 11 hours, so we just slept through the night, and now it's 11 o'clock the next day. So I've turned off the dehydrator. I'm going to lift the lid off. And these guys are super tiny compared to what they were when we put them in. But they're like, there's no moisture left in these. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw them into my blender a little bit at a time here, and then we'll get to making powder. So this is one of our older busted up blenders that we use for like homesteading stuff, not for like everyday cooking stuff. And the reason I did that is because I am very wary of jalapeno oil. The other day when we were doing the beginning part of this, I washed my hands twice y'all. And throughout the day I would wipe my, the sweat from my upper lip, and I would get this burning sensation, like it was super hot. So the one thing about our blender is it doesn't have a lid, so I put my hand over top of it. So now I have this green powder, and so I'm kind of scared. The girls keep daring me to lick it, but I don't think I'm brave enough to do that. So I think Ladessa wants to come in and do it. Wait, turn this way. Okay, go ahead. I'm scared.
Ow.
Need some water. So I guess we made jalapeno powder. Oh, just breathing it in. Okay, I'm glad I did this outside. So you can see right there, there's a lot of powder. I gotta be careful breathing it in. So I would definitely recommend you wear a respirator with this, and definitely do it outside. I'm gonna leave that. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put a lid on top of it, because just the powder getting in the air, it's like pepper spray in the house all over again. So a few things to remember. Dehydrating outside is not, it's not necessary. The smell that we got from it was not like pepper spray. It was just like the flavor that you think of peppers, that we could smell that. However, I'm telling you right now, with this pepper powder, I would recommend wearing a mask, and I would suggest doing it outside, especially if you have like fans and your air conditioning or your heat going, because I think that powder will go straight up into your intake, just like the fumes when I was cooking my first jalapeno pepper. But I'm excited to use it, see how it does, and I'm sure we'll have a follow-up video for you on what we've cooked with it. Thank you for stopping by the Big Bear Homestead. God bless. Have a nice day.